I hope I do, and good weekend. Right, I'm going to release a video later on this week. Bit of a personal chat about what's going on for me. Difficult time at the moment, people, that's all. Anyway, I hope you're all having a good November, good lockdown. As I work on the roads, nobody is adhering to the lockdown measures, and you know what? You know what I say to every one of you? I'm so proud of you. Speaking of lockdown, I have a tweet from Politics 2.0. Now, I follow him on Twitter. If you can't follow me, this is my handle. I'm also on Parler, and that is up there as well. So, spot the difference. Met Police events. An Afghan Lives Matter protest is due to start at Leicester Square. It is expected to march to the Iranian embassy. If you travel to London, remember, look after each other and stay safe. A few months ago. And then today. We've been contacted by Save Our Rights group claiming those gathering today are exempt from the regulations. We are allowed to peacefully assemble and peacefully protest. It is not against the law. You cannot supersede those laws with these new COVID regulations. I'm trying so hard not to swear, but I guarantee to you, in this one, I'm probably going to flip my lid. This is not correct. We are clear. Anyone participating in a protest gathering today will be committing an offence contrary to Regulation 9 and be liable to enforcement. It is time we swarm these Met Police arseholes. There are millions of us, they are the few, we are the many. We need to swarm them. They police by our consent. The two-tier policing system in this country, especially down south, is absolutely mind-bogglingly stupid. But it is also very blatant. It's obvious what they're doing, the people have had enough. There are millions of us, right-thinking, normal British people. If the police in London or anywhere around the country does this sort of crap to us, it is time we stood and time we swarmed. We should not be kept at a level of fear by the police who are meant to protect us, who ignore Afghan Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, who ignore the rapes of young girls, the murders, the terrorism acts, all this other crap committed by people who are not native to these lands. They get ignored and they are allowed to do what they want. We are not. Now, I am not saying that it should be an ethno-state. I'm not stating that everyone of a different colour should bugger off. If you love the country, you work hard, you graft, and you do not cause a problem for the native British, stay. Integrate, stay. I don't give a monkey's chuff. But when you have an overwhelming number of people who practice a different religion, who are from slums, basically. You look at the places they come from. If they were nice places, they wouldn't be fleeing, would they? And again, free money over here. Bit of rape, you know. Twitter will probably give me a bit of thingy, you know, for saying the R word. But I'll say it again. Girls are being raped. White girls, northern mainly, are being absolutely destroyed by multiple Pakistani Muslims. And you all laughed at that young lad with the bald head with the fucking no teeth going, they've got Muslimic rape gangs. Not laughing now, are you? Because he was bloody right. It genuinely baffles my head. Now, you've got obviously Project Fear people reporting, oh, lockdown protesters arrested today for doing what? The videos I've seen, the people were stood there calmly, maybe shouty, but protests are always a bit shouty, then the police descend and that is it. I have seen them pacing around young girls like vultures waiting to strike. I have seen them multiple, I think 7 police officers take an old man to the floor. He was about 4'5". Christ, you got a midget toss and you'd probably be able to throw him further than anybody else. But no, police are fully within their rights to beat the living crap out of everybody who turns up to these anti-lockdowns. I tell you what, everybody, paint your face, put a dot in the middle of the forehead, or, you know, hold the Quran or something. They won't dare touch you. Claim to be part of the LGBTQ, an ethnic minority, blah blah. Claim to be all this. And watch how quick they back off. The thing is, the majority of the country is now starting to wake up and go, do you know what? I'm not going to openly protest, gathering in the thousands to say no. What I am going to do is completely ignore it, and you try and watch the police stop everybody. Like Christmas. If a copper comes to my front door, he won't be getting in the house. If a police officer comes to your front door on Christmas Day to check your home, offer them some food maybe. Be a bit annoyed that they're not with their family. Then again, most police will probably sell out their grandma for a promotion. So, I don't know. If they try and come in, don't let them in. They don't have an excuse to kick your door down. Ah, we believe you may have 7 people in your house. And there's actual criminals out there robbing old people, murdering, raping, you know, heroin dealers, smackheads burgling everybody, you know, them sorts of people out there. But you want your family round for dinner? That's you done, mate. Lifed off in prison. Fucking Jesus! I'm trying to stay so calm, man. I really am, right? I genuinely do have a bit of a problem. But, this 2-tiered policing system in this country for the woke and then the unwoke is blatant. Everyone can see it. Even the bloody left now are sort of saying, you know, I'm thinking you're getting a bit heavy-handed here. So, just quickly read through a bit of this. More than 60 people have been arrested during anti-lockdown protests in London's West End, and I hope every single one of them appeals it and sues the Met Police. Grassroots group Save Our Rights UK has held a protest from Marble Arch on Saturday. The Met Police said it expected the number of arrests to rise throughout Saturday and urged people to go home. There is a photo here which I'll put on the screen. They are all riot geared up. Not once when Antifa and BLM were at it though, were they? No. Police officers were booed, met with chants of shame on you as protesters not wearing face masks ignored requests to leave. Do you know what you should be doing, Met Police? You dirty little scumbags. You dirty, dirty, dirty little bastards, right? Crest of the Dick needs ousting. You need to go. And Met Police of London, instead of listening to those higher up, do you know what you want to do? Stand with the people who pay your wages, who support the thin blue line and back you. Those who stand there and said, do not defund the police. What you should be doing is taking your riot gear off, putting it down and standing with your fellow Brits instead of standing and beating them because they do not want to be locked in their home, because they want to live a fucking life. My God, are you taking the piss? How long is it going to be until one of these people finally flips their shit, comes down there, opens fire on you, or blows some of you up, or stabs some of you? You will have made a rod for your own back, and then it'll be poor police, Poor police, just doing the job. You should be stood at our fucking side, not putting these rules on any fucker and saying, I ain't gonna police this. The people have a right to live free. But when someone does come down on you, and I'm not saying that someone should, I don't want it to happen in the slightest, because it does not help our side, and I don't want anyone hurt. It is the police hurting us, smashing the hell out of us, right? But how long is it going to be until someone flips and says, I've had enough of this, and does harm a fair few police officers? Then it'll be crazy right-wing nut job, anti-mask nut job, meh, 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 meh. Not saying the fact that the police are fascist at this moment in time. They are keeping the white working class underfoot. They are beating them. They are doing everything they can. I'm not taking any of this into account. The fact that it is affecting so many people's mental health. These lockdowns, these regulations are affecting so many people. You're going to get someone snapping and you're going to fucking flip. And you are going to shit yourselves, because then you might realise that you are in the minority. Met Police all around the country, you are in the minority. You do not rule us like this. We allow you to uphold laws which keep us all safe. Murder, rape, robbery, etc. But people living free, living their lives. Oh! Is there less paperwork? Is it easier to charge and do all this shit than arrest actual criminals? It must be. Because people throwing bricks at your horses, attacking the police with Antifa and BLM, you did piss all about that. But here, Christ, I don't even like Extinction Rebellion, and you're going in a bit hard on them and all. So, some of these bloody photos, as a lad stood on top of the phone box, it should just stay there, come and get me. But that's basically it from the BBC. Just a few things saying that people have been arrested, not the fact that the police have been beating the living crap out of people. People have been strangled, they've been beat, they've had old men struck to the floor, they've had police harassing and stalking young girls, which, to personally, if that happened in a nightclub, those two would have been bloody done, because it genuinely looks like they are trying to sniff her fanny, right, the way they're following her around. And I'll put a screenshot of it up. Mate, if you go on Twitter and you see this, it genuinely looks like these two coppers on this one, and there's another one on the other side, looks like these coppers are circling a meal. A meal. You know, looks like they're circling a meal. And to be honest, it won't surprise me if the majority of these police in London are lawbreakers themselves, because the majority of police in this country, do you know what? You had my support, it's gone. You had the support of the majority of the country, it's gone. What are you going to do when there's genuine civil war in this country? When the people rise up and say, nah, you're not doing this anymore. You probably come to people like me, like Paz, like Rotten, like we got a problem, Sargon, people like that who are saying no more, warning what is going to happen and blame it on us. You instigate violence, you incite violence, you do this, that and the other. We aren't instigating or inciting anything. We are warning you of what is going to happen when you push too far. Hell, look at the Russians. They overthrew their monarchy. It's not like the monarchy we're going to overthrow, because I quite enjoy the Queen. I like the Queen. But police, just be careful, because it's going to come to a point where people do rise up and say, you are not doing this anymore, and that is the point when you will shit yourself and realise that you are nothing. What, you got a blue uniform on? That won't mean shit when you're on your own, surrounded by 100 people who are pissed off with your mates beating the hell out of anyone they want and arresting people for living their lives. When you are surrounded, maybe you'll think then, Shit, what have I done? What have I allowed to happen? Met Police, you are a disgrace. Any police officer that polices like this is a fucking disgrace. You should be taking your riot gear off and doing what they have done in Italy and stand beside your fellow men, your women. You should stand beside us and say, no, we will not police this crap. It is enough. Right, anyway, that is my rant. There will be more out this week, I promise you. I will explain what's been going off a lot more in detail later on this week. So, thank you for watching. Much love to you all. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. I do have a PayPal if you care to give me a donation or a tip. Yeah, much love to everyone. Thank you for watching. Much love to my Yorkshire puddings. And stay safe, everybody. And fuck the police.